Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, teacher. Today we are going to present all the information collected about EA Sports throughout this first academic term, and also we are going to show you some evidence of the last week lessons. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce our group. We are co-formed by Laura Sarmiento, Sergio Garcia, Hernan Franco, John Barbosa, Daniel Montaño, and who speaks to you, Simon Salazar. So, just to remember, as you know, the last week we were teaching two sports. These were Free Fire and FIFA. Now, I'm going to show you some screenshots we took from last week's lessons, and I will also do a little contextualization about what we were doing the last week. In the games we select, we always try to make the students understand the different ways of playing as easily as possible. That's why we emphasize on the basic skills of each one of the games, FIFA and Free Fire. Obviously, at the beginning of the lessons, we always perform a warming up to prepare the body and to prepare the mind to the activity. We also try to progress little by little while the students acquire the different skills of the games. With the passage of the lessons, we presented more complex activities so that they could put into practice what they were learning, each time in a more difficult way. Now, I'm gonna start with a contextualization about EA Sports. So, what are EA Sports? EA Sports are basically multiplayer video games competitions. These competitions are presented in a professional way. It means that these games have sponsors, coaches, rules, and events with thousands of people. So, as I told you, it's not a competition that an amateur person can play. So, if you want to compete, you have to train and become a professional of the EA Sports. That's why there are live broadcasts of the competitions as well as monetary awards and salaries to the players. It's important to know that there exist some characteristics to consider a game as an EA Sports. The first one is that the game should allow the confrontation between two or more players, and they will compete in the same conditions, I mean without advantage. The second one is that there have to be some leagues and official competitions with rules, teams, and as I told you before, professional players. And the last one is that the video game must have reached thousands of followers and players so that it can become in an EA Sports. So now my partners will continue with the explanation.